Hi again, this is Todd. Today we're going to talk in our boot camp video series about templates. We're going to spend quite a bit of time here, so if you have a notebook, paper, prepare to pause or whatever, there's a lot of important stuff to kind of cover. This is the basically the soul of the template. This is what you're purchasing. So if you go to your template window, up on top there, you'll see an import tab. Excuse me. If you haven't already imported your landscape equations plugin template, you should do so. And how you do that is you hit the import tab button, and hopefully you've saved it to a file, or PlanSwift just automatically loaded it for you. And then you find the file, and then you hit open, and it'll import it there. But what we're going to do today is kind of briefly go through it and show you how to modify, duplicate, things like that. And for those of you that are kind of new to PlanSwift, maybe some tricks that you can learn here. Like, for example, we have PlanSwift comes with some templates already, some parts and assemblies and things like that. And what I would recommend if you're going to use this landscape equations plugin is just go ahead and hide them. You don't want to confuse the two. You don't want to intermix them. You can see that in the do's and don'ts on that do's and don'ts video that's on our website. So to hide it, you just kind of highlight the one you're going to hide, and you right-click, and you just say Hide Tab. If you right-click on one, you can see all the hidden tabs that are there. But for now, we're just going to worry about that. So what we have here is the job folders. And we won't even look at those right now because we've had a video on that regarding folders. So we're just going to kind of hide those as well. So this is the basic plugin, and in this plugin, or this template, this takeoff template, it has the ability to price for labor, materials, production rates, equipment, all kinds of stuff that's set in there. So you need to get familiarized with it. But for this, what we're going to do is do some copy pasting, things like that. So if I want to do or have a new tab, and let's say I'm going to do a union landscape template. So for those of you that have a union landscape company, and you have an open shop company, or you do prevailing wage, or you have small jobs and big jobs or whatever, you can create one of these for yourself. So if we want, now we can take and let's say copy the irrigation and go ahead and paste it into the template that you're creating there. And we'll show you how to change pricing and things like that for this union template. We can do the same thing for the landscape. Highlight it, right click, copy, and then paste. And while that loads up, what we're doing is basically taking that template and duplicating it. So now you're going to have two of the exact same templates, but you can take the union one now, and you can go in there and change your labor pricing. As explained in a couple other videos, the template's going to come with some pricing. They are not to be used for your company. They're just a basic idea. It's kind of a sounding board, something to look at with production rates and that, and hopefully some education. But you really need to decide what you're going to charge per hour for your employees with cost, the burden and everything else, and also production rates, what you want for materials, things like that. And then you're going to go in there and, well, gosh, let's go through our box trees. Okay, if you go into the box tree and you right click and then you go to the input window like I just did, you can see that there is a price for the tree itself, just the tree delivered, whatever it is. And some of you guys might actually be buying it for $110. Production rate, man, you guys in the union are really good. You can do 4 an hour, one man, hopefully with equipment. And then your union rate may be $55 an hour, or whatever you decide it is. Tree staking, if you want to charge tax on the individual item, like if you have 9% sales tax and you think your tree stakes are going to be $33, equipment rate could be $25. You can plant with a piece of equipment, you can plant 5 trees. Whatever it is, you can put it in there. Now what we've done with that Now, every time you use this template to do a takeoff, like let's say I go to my takeoff window and I can see in my templates bar on the right, let me open that up so you can get a better look at it. I go to take off that tree that I just, actually cancel that. We're going to go to our new plugin, the Union one, okay, and we're going to go to that tree, and what you're going to see is that tree has been changed in here. So we should have in there $55 an hour, the $110 for a tree, the change of production rate. So when you change it on your template, it's a master template. This is your takeoff template. You can always adjust it, but if you're going to do a union job, you use that template. It has all those pricings in it, so you don't have to go back and forth and change your prices a whole ton. So we're going to go ahead and take that tree off. We already took one off on a previous video. We'll call it Acer Campestre also, and you can change colors, which is kind of a good thing. Put it in the tree folder. Now let's go ahead and count some trees. We have these already counted, but we're going to count these guys. Just so we can go back now and look in our estimating window, and you can see through the folders video that we've got these trees in the folders. Now we have two Acer Campestres, the one I took off on a previous video, and now this one. But you can see the price has changed for each one of these. The non-union one is $163, and the union one, so to speak, is $174. And what that includes is your tree, your labor to do the tree. That labor is, if you right-click on the labor, you can see that it was 4 trees an hour at $55 an hour, and that's how we get that unit price right there of $13.75. If you want to change that, you can do it here as well. Change your production rate. You can change anything in here, and it'll affect your price. You can also put in markup of 35% or whatever your company can get away with in this economy. And you can see that it'll change your unit price for this. So it does provide unit pricing and a total pricing down here at the bottom of the page, but it also gives you individual control either at the template level when you're doing your first templates, making them and creating them and pricing them, or at the takeoff window. You can also do your changes here on the estimating window. So you have all kinds of options to change these if you want to add more equipment in there, you feel like it's not enough. Another thing you can do too is you go into your reports window, and let's say you want to look at all your labor. We'll go to our labor report with man-hour budgets, and you can see the $55 an hour and the production rates and what that cost is and how many man-hours you have to do those particular trees, and it'll give you a dollar amount as well as the man-hour budget to do that. So it's real flexible, but let's say you want to change that. You just double-click on it, and you can change this one to, man, these guys can only do 2 an hour. They're slow, whatever. And you can see it changes your hours, man-hours, your production rates, and it changes everything in the estimating window as well and your final price on your reports. For more information, check out reports. I think that would be a good place for people to start. The reports are very flexible, but you're going to have to decide what you want and how you want them to look, but we've got some good basic stuff. Hopefully that helps you with job templates and making changes on them. I do encourage everybody, once they try this plugin, if they purchase it, to put their their company's pricing in there. So it reflects your company. So all you have to do is basically do a takeoff, and all the prices are already there, which is really cool. And then, of course, you have all that flexibility to make changes. Okay? Thanks for joining us. If you have any questions, visit us at www.accuratelandscapeestimating.com, and also check out all the other videos. Thanks for joining.